So we live, good to go on the YouTube channels, Facebook,
Christ.
share.
Let's see real quick. Yeah, let's go ahead and share. Okay. Let me get right real quick, Israel. See where we at with it. Milwaukee. Okay. Chicago. War Report. Most High Christ. How we looking on Facebook?
I'm getting that notification again saying Facebook is a problem with Facebook.
Jesus Christ. Can
Yeah,
we
on
scratch?
Facebook.
Okay, can we scratch that and go live on the Gary Facebook?
Carl Khan. So, but I'm gonna try again for the round table. It's been a regular issue with Facebook for some reason.
Let's try it. If we can't get that, let's go live on the Gary Facebook.
All right, Carl Khan. Let's see.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe I just seen the brothers going live right before we came on the round table on Facebook.
Yeah, we did.
So we should be. I don't know why we keep having this issue.
Yeah, Khan. So because of that was a rerun.
Okay.
Mhm. I'm gonna go and get rid of that one. Yeah, we just go on Facebook, Gary.
Okay. Let me know when we good.
All right. All right, Con, so we gotta go.
All right, Most High in Christ. I still gotta share this joint. Let the people know where we at. I would hate to start with 0 viewers. Salakia.
You feel right.
Let me share this. I'm gonna share the Chicago page real fast to my Facebook. War Reports live. And then let's give that a second. Just a moment. Rosh, you know how we do every war report.
Right, exactly.
We're gonna get it cracking in just 1 second. All right. All right, come on, Rosh. Let's go ahead and get it on real quick. Let's clap it up. This is another episode of the War Report, which is a segment of the Roundtable of Truth. This segment of the Roundtable of Truth, called the War Report, is the segment where you get all your World War III updates on what's going on around the world, what you should be doing. So this episode, we're going to be covering the war in the Middle East, pretty much the war in Gaza, the war between Israel, Hamas, the Palestinians, the Houthis. We're going to cover that. I did want to cover the Ukrainian front as well, the conflict in Europe, but that is just be too much. I got to move that to its own episode. So today we're just going to focus on the war in Gaza. Our next episode, we'll be doing the war in Ukraine. It's a lot going on with that. It's looking like it's going to escalate into a all-out war with NATO. I damn near want to. We might get into a little bit of it today, Rash. I don't know.
Right.
We gonna see how much time we got. But for now, Rash, hey Shalom, sis. Let's go ahead and hop into this war in the Middle East, the war in Gaza. Let me go ahead and get that first video. Let's go ahead and get to it.
Right.
So if anybody got any questions that's online, you can just type it into the chat. Rash will see it, and we'll get to you. Real quick, just to give a little background detail what's going on in Gaza. So Netanyahu, who is a what you can say the president of Israel, he's on an all-out war path trying to destroy Hamas and destroy the Houthis. And in the process of this all-out war path that he's on, he has no care of what country he attacks. So this past week, he led a strike in the country of Qatar. The country of Qatar borders Saudi Arabia. If you can see it on the map right there, it's east of Saudi Arabia, Qatar, right by the United Arab Emirates. That's actually an ally of America. And just recently, Israel led an airstrike on that country to destroy Hamas leadership. So it's been a huge, outrage and protest for the actions of Netanyahu and the Israeli government of their attack on Qatar. So we're going to dive into that a little bit. Then we're going to go into what's actually happening in Gaza. So let's get this video real fast, Rash.
Go, God.
Let me know if you got anything.
All right, no sweat, sir.
On Tuesday, September 9th, Israel conducted an airstrike in Doha, Qatar, targeting a meeting of top Hamas leaders. It took place around 3 to 4 p.m. in the afternoon, Doha's local time. Now pause for a second. Qatar. That's far away from Israel. And Doha, that's not a battlefield. It's usually the place where peace talks happen, where negotiations take place, where
So pause that
mediators
real
sit
quick.
at the table.
So Raash, they're speaking about, I believe Doha. I don't know if it's the capital of Qatar, but it's a real popular city in Qatar. And pretty much Doha is known for like a treaty. It's like a treaty city. It's where like two opposing states will come and have peace talks. So it's like neutral ground. It's like neutral territory. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
So it's pretty much like this city is off limits to conflict, to war. And Israel, in their arrogance, said, damn all that. It sent probably some F-35s and did a strike in Doha, which is like the city of peace. So go ahead and play.
Although we know Qatar is notorious, but on the international stage, many peace talks and important negotiations have happened in Doha. So why would Israel strike there? That's exactly why this story is such a big deal. Now, this was not a random attack. Israeli military had intelligence that top Hamas leaders were in Doha, so they went for it. The target was a compound in the West Bay Lagoon area of Doha. It's a high-profile district near embassies, schools, residential compounds.
Pause
Israel's main
that. The person that's narrating the video, he just said that the area of attack, where you can see they got the map right there, it's a highly dense area. It's by embassies, it's by schools, it's by a lot of civilian structures. And Israel, in their arrogance, just dropped a bomb in the middle of all that. Just imagine if a foreign country comes to the United States and drops a bomb in Kentucky because they wanted to defeat some terrorist cell that was hiding in the city of Kentucky. Imagine it would be war. America would declare war on whatever city came and dropped bombs on their home soil. But in the arrogance of the Amalekites, they don't care about that. On the world stage, America and the Israelis are just bullies. They're bullies and hypocrites because the things that they do to other countries, they will never allow other countries to do to them. Go ahead and play.
target was assassinating key Hamas political figures and Palestinian negotiators, including the group's chief negotiator, Khalil al-Hayya. And why was he the target? Because as per Israeli intelligence, this Hamas political leader was meeting in Doha to discuss a US-backed ceasefire proposal between Israel and Hamas. When I say Hamas, it is the Gaza side. That means Qatar is again playing the role of a mediator, and Israel clearly doesn't like it, as well as doesn't care where the negotiation is happening. That also means breaching Qatar's sovereignty and territorial integrity is the least of their concern. Even the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said in simple words, those days are over when leaders of terror enjoy immunity anywhere. In other words, Israel's new messages will hunt you down wherever you are, even if you are in what you think is a safe zone. If you see, this isn't new for Israel.
If I may, sir.
Go ahead.
And like you just said, Israel and America is just like best friend bullies. They just feel like we got to eradicate this evil. We have to make it feel like that all these extremist groups can't feel safe. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like America does, it doesn't matter if it loses their own people or innocent people. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna strike.
Right. In essence, Israel is a proxy for America.
Mhm.
Israel is a part of the conglomerate of Babylon, of America. Israel is pretty much the extension of America that dwells in the Middle East. It's a extension of the CIA, the Mossad. That's all. They're all in tandem with one another. America and Israel. That's why they're so close in political ties. That's why they're so close in military. You know, America gives reparations. Why to Israel every year? They're one. They're the same beast, the same entity. Um, so they employ the same tactics. They don't care what sovereign state they encroach upon in order to deal with their enemies. Let's get
Right.
some.
You remember the 1972 Munich Olympics massacre, Operation Wrath of God? Israeli intelligence agency Mossad hunted down those responsible for the attack. So Israel has done this before. What's new now is that earlier Israel avoided carrying out strikes in neutral countries like Qatar, but this time the gloves are off. Now, I know many of you are curious about how Israel carried out the airstrike. Don't worry, the explanation is actually quite simple, and I will cover the route in just a few lines at the end. What's more important right now is understanding the complexity behind Israel's decision to strike a neutral country like Qatar. Remember, Qatar hosts a major US military base and is very close to the United States. And since America is also Israel's strongest ally, you can imagine the tough calculation Israel had to make before taking such a step. Now, Qatar is obviously furious. They have called this attack barbaric and said Israel was trying to sabotage peace efforts, and they even call it a serious violation of sovereignty and international law. Other
Pause
Arab
that
countries like
fast.
Egypt,
Now that's been a real big thing that's been in the headlines. Netanyahu, he's pretty much being um, convicted of being a warmonger. Shalom says, um, this whole war in Gaza, it pretty much started due to Hamas taking Israeli hostages. But now it seems that Netanyahu, his focus is not on saving hostages, but his focus is rather on eradicating the Palestinians, eradicating Hamas, and eradicating the Houthis. So much so that in this city of Doha, they were having negotiations in order to release the hostages that Hamas has.
Mm.
So imagine that your whole goal is supposed to be saving the hostages from Hamas, and they're having peace talks and negotiations on releasing the hostages in the very city that you just bombed. So that should go and tell you that they have no intent. This war is not about Israeli hostages. This war is about pretty much a ethnic cleansing. It's pretty much
Mhm.
about Israel establishing itself as the number one superpower in that region. Let's play a little bit more.
Jordan, UAE, Saudi Arabia, they all have also condemned it. And even Europe joined in. France, Germany, Spain, UK, etc. They all have condemned Israel. And then came Donald Trump's reaction. He said he was not informed by Israel. Trump did condemn publicly Israel for doing that, and he called bombing Qatar a US ally was a mistake, but also added that eliminating Hamas is a worthy goal. So you see the mixed reactions. Gulf
Pause
countries
that.
and Muslim countries are angry.
Trump said.
Trump, he pretty much is just playing the press. Like he's
Mhm.
playing how to sound politically right, but
Mhm.
also saying that I'm in support with what Israel did. He pretty much said, I didn't push the button, but Israel got to do what they got to do,
Mhm.
which again, it's all one conglomerate. Israel, America, NATO, they're all the same. They're all one machine. Keep going.
Europe is showing concern and US is showing mixed signal. The next big question is what exactly was going on in that ceasefire proposal meeting that Israel found unacceptable or simply didn't want to move forward? Whether you know this or not, US President Donald Trump has put forward a comprehensive plan for a
Now get a
ceasefire
load
between
of
Israel.
this. Get a
Mhm.
load of this. So Donald Trump, he put together I believe it's a 5-step plan for peace in Gaza. Now he's going to reveal the terms and conditions in order for that peace to be sustained. Go ahead and play.
And Hamas. But if you look at the terms and conditions of that plan, it is not accepted by all parties. When I say parties, I mean the opposition party. So these are the broad points of Trump's ceasefire proposal. Number one, immediate release of all Israeli hostages, living and deceased, within 48 hours by Hamas, in exchange of Israel releasing Palestinian prisoners, also within 48 hours. Point
That's
number two,
reasonable.
a ceasefire has to take effect for 60 days or until negotiation conclude, mediated directly by Trump, with the goal of a permanent end to hostilities while talks continue. Point number three, negotiations during the ceasefire would focus on disarmament of Gaza, the formation of new non Hamas Palestinian governing authority,
Pause
amnesty
that.
for Hamas members.
Number three, the third term and condition for peace in Gaza. During the truce, the big issues on the table: Gaza disarmament, a new Palestinian authority without Hamas, amnesty for Hamas members, and Israeli withdrawal once the new government is ready. That whole statement right there, it's a mask.
Right.
I'm gonna translate it for you. They're saying that Hamas must lay down their arms, and then a puppet government will be installed in Palestine, meaning a new government that's ran by the
Mhm.
Israelis. So pretty
Right.
much you're gonna enact somebody that's pro-Israel or somebody that takes orders from Netanyahu or take order from Donald Trump, and he'll be in the leadership position, overseeing all of Palestine. And then
Mm.
it's a part where it says amnesty for Hamas members. Amnesty means forgiveness, meaning that Hamas members will be forgiven for the so-called atrocities. I don't know, the atrocities that they committed, the murder, the death, whatever. They saying that all would be forgiven. That's a
Right.
damn lie. If you really think Netanyahu is going to let known Hamas members just come and drop their guns at the feet of the IDF soldiers and all will be forgiven, you're a dumbass. Once you drop your gun and turn yourself in to the Israeli Defense Force, it's going to be a firing squad.
Riding them bricks.
Hey, Raj, they're going to line them up by twos.
And they gonna say, "What in the hell is going on?"
You can go hear a bang, and that's going to be that.
Right. Exactly.
Keep going.
Mhm.
Meaning forgiving their crime, and the withdrawal of Israeli forces after a new government is installed, or negotiations.
So, sir. So basically, they're trying to make it as let's just let bygones be bygones. Let's go our separate ways.
Yeah, but the problem with that
Oh.
is Israel already won. They
Mm.
pretty much destroyed Hamas. They destroyed Palestine. They're getting everything that they want.
Right.
So Hamas is still fighting because you know, they still want their land. They still want their
Mhm.
land in Palestine, and they want it to be ran by their people. But
Mhm.
in essence, you know, if this deal is enacted, Israel will be in control of Palestine, not the people of Palestine, who is Hamas.
Right. Okay.
Keep going.
Are completed. Point number 4, open flow of humanitarian aid to Gaza upon ceasefire implementation. And point number 5, Trump guaranteed good faith negotiations and described this as the last warning with threats of consequences if Hamas did not comply. Now,
Ooh,
both
there.
Israel and Hamas have acknowledged the receiving of the proposal. Israel's foreign minister and Netanyahu has said that they have formally accepted Trump's terms, specifically the hostages for prisoners exchange and
Okay,
ceasefire.
you can
Even Hamas
finish
has
this
shown.
video, Raj. Let's go to the next video. Now remember, this all started due to, well, the beginning of this video was due to Israel bombing Qatar, specifically the city of Doha. Now let's
Mm-hmm.
see what the prime minister of Qatar thinks of Israel.
Come.
So this is real quick. This is the prime minister. He's responding to the Israeli airstrikes in his country. Again, like this, like certain things go over our people's heads. So I try to put it into proper context where our people will understand the significance of these events. This, what happened in Qatar in the city of Doha, is like Russia. Well, let me see. Yeah, I'll say Russia. It's like Russia, China, North Korea, or somebody coming into the city of Chicago and dropping a bomb on a target and saying, I don't mean you no harm, but my enemy was in that building, so I have to drop a bomb in your city to destroy my enemy. America would never allow something like that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a crime. Qatar is a sovereign state. You can't just encroach on somebody's airspace, come into their country, and drop a bomb. That's not legal. You're not at war with this country. Go ahead.
I was meeting one of the hostages' family that morning, the morning of the attack.
Pause that. Did you hear what he just said, Raj?
No, I got to rewind it.
Rewind it.
By the way, at the same day, I was.
Pause it. So he said the same day when Israel dropped bombs in the city of Doha. Keep going.
Meeting one of the hostages' family that morning, the morning of the attack.
Pause.
Yep.
He was having a meeting with the family of the hostages. So he was doing negotiations for the release of Israeli citizens that's been taken hostage by Hamas.
Mm-hmm.
So he was doing negotiations trying to get Israel's people returned to them. Meanwhile, Netanyahu went in there and dropped bombs during the negotiations. Keep going.
Carrying a message that the families, they are counting on this mediation. They have no other hope for that. And I think that what Netanyahu has done yesterday, he just killed any hope for those hostages.
Well, in the past hour, he has doubled down.
Get me right on this, Raj.
Yeah.
Right. The cat just said he destroyed all hope for hostage release. So this is telling you this war is not about the hostages. It's simply not about that. This war that's going on in the Middle East is a ethnic cleansing. That's what Netanyahu cares about. He don't care about some hostages and releasing of the hostages. He cares about removing Palestinians from that land. And this is something that they wanted to do for a long time, but they haven't had a moral reason to do it. Once Hamas attacked, oh man, it could have been Mossad. I don't know who, that's besides the point. But once Hamas attacked, then Israel had a moral reason to go on the offensive and pretty much eradicate the Palestinians. They really don't have the moral reason to go that far, but they did have a reason to attack Hamas. Keep going.
Down on his position. He has said, and I quote the Israeli Prime Minister here, I say to Qatar and to all nations who harbor terrorists, his words, not mine, you either expel them or bring them to justice, because if you don't, we will.
Pause
Do
that.
you take that?
Ralph?
You said what, sir?
Rewind that a little. Go back a little bit. Maybe 15 seconds.
It's locked.
Go ahead, get it right.
Bring the video up again.
Ain't no sweat. But brother, man, what's going on around the world is so amazing, and especially it's so amazing to be in the truth and actually seeing the prophecies unfold. Rosh, we've been covering the worldwide conflicts. Last week, what did we have last week? Was it Africa?
Yeah, it was Africa, China.
Last week we covered Africa. The week before that we covered China. Now we're covering the Middle East. Maybe sometime this week or next week we're going to cover Europe and Ukraine. And then before that we covered South America.
Right.
It's war, like, because we here in America, we don't understand that the world is at war. Like, you could say the preseason, you damn near can say first quarter, but
right.
The world is definitely at war. And it's, if you got your head in a cloud here in America, you got your head in the NBA, the NFL, or Netflix, or going to the club, or even you here in America, you struggling to pay bills. You ain't got time to watch ABC News. You don't have time to go on YouTube and research what's going on around the world. You don't got time to look at the news outlets to see the conflict in the Middle East or Ukraine or Russia or China. Our mind is just so absent from reality here in America, but it's our job as priests and prophets of the ISUPK under Commander Junior Hanna to give our people the truth of what's really going on and to prepare you, because it's turning up real fast. I'm talking about every day it's something new. I damn near want to go live on this show every day.
Right.
Because information coming out, it's so much conflict coming out. I want to do Ukraine tonight.
Right, Ukraine.
But we ain't got time for Ukraine. Ukraine needs its own separate episode because of so much information that's been coming out. We good on that video?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get that.
We don't accept, first of all, such a threat coming from someone like Netanyahu, and he's calling about bring them to justice. He needs to be brought to justice. He's the one who's wanted to the ICC. That's number one. So I think that someone like him trying to lecture the world about the law, he's breaking every law. He broke every international law. He's starving people in Gaza. He's doing all these rogue actions in the entire region. What's next? What's next for him?
You've described him as a narcissist.
Pause that.
Well,
the beautiful thing, Ra'ash, if you could, can you pull the scripture where it says the man of sin must be revealed?
Yes, sir.
If you could pull that, let's get that real quick. We seeing, like I just said a few minutes ago, we're seeing the scriptures unfold before our eyes. This precept goes so well with what's going on right now. Let me know once you got it.
Kawaka. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
The Bible said, let no man deceive you by any means, meaning this, let no philosophy deceive you. Don't let the right wing deceive you. Don't let the left wing deceive you. Don't let the picture of Caesar Borgia deceive you. Keep going.
For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
The Bible says that day shall not come first. What day is it talking about? It's talking about the day when Yahushua returns. It's talking about the return of Jesus Christ. The Bible said that that day will not come unless there be a falling away first. So
Right.
in order for Christ to come back on earth, the children of Israel, we have to fall away from something. Keep going.
Okay. And that man of sin be revealed.
The man of sin must be revealed in order for Christ to come back. So the thing that blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians have to fall away from in order for Christ to come back is white people.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible said that the man, not the demon, not the devil, not
Mhm.
Satan, but the man of sin must be revealed. For so long, it's been propaganda that, Israel is, just a victim. The Jewish man and the Holocaust and anti-Semitism. And, our oppressor is liberal and our oppressor is Superman and so kind and cuddly and sweet. But in reality, they're dropping bombs on innocent people. In reality, they're committing genocide. In reality, the French government is in Africa taking 95% of the resources of those poor, impoverished countries.
Right.
That's what's going on in reality. In reality, the CIA is planting drugs in the black community, and that's documented. It's documented that the CIA, in order to fight the communists in Central and South America, they use crack cocaine via Freeway Ricky Ross in order to fund that war on drugs, and they poisoned an entire generation of blacks and Hispanics in order to do so. And then at the same time, when Ronald Reagan was pushing drugs into the black community, at the same time, he will come out on the pulpit in front of the press and say, just say no to drugs. He'll tell you, just say no to drugs. Meanwhile, he's pushing the drugs into the community. Let's read it from the top.
Khan, book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Let no man deceive you by any means.
Let no man deceive you by any means. I know you grew up in a Christian church. I know it. I know that you were taught since a child that Christ was white. You were taught since a child that white is everything that's right and black is dirty, disgusting, can't do nothing right, you're lazy, can't get a job, this and that. You were taught that your people are horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Khan, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
You got to fall away from all that propaganda. If you want your king to return and rule on this earth, a nigga named Jesus Christ, you have to fall away from that. Christ don't want to come back to his people and they're still underneath the boot of the so-called oppressor. He's not coming back for that. Christ is coming back for a strong, righteous people. Christ is not coming back to rule a nation of people that let their habit of marijuana overcome them. Christ is not coming back to rule a nation of people that's in the strip club. He's not coming back to rule a immoral people. You have to fall away from American society in order for Christ to come back. Keep going.
Khan, and that man of sin be revealed.
And that man of sin got to be revealed. Netanyahu is being revealed. The Israeli government is being revealed. Keep going.
The son of perdition.
The son of perdition, the son of sin. I mean, brother, everything that these people have been perpetrating in the planet Earth has been nothing but immorality.
Mm-hmm.
From the LGBTQ, from whoredom, to murder, from what they've been pushing in the music for our people to listen to. One of the real popular things that's going on right now is what in music. Rash, I want to see if you're gonna get this.
Repeat that again, sir.
What's one popular thing going on in the music scene right now? If you've been paying attention to the media, Like my social medias, I follow certain things so I can stay in loop with what America is pushing on our people. And I'm gonna tell you, brother, right now, they're pushing a specific rap artist on our people.
Oh man. Oh, you have to tell me.
A young boy, NBA young.
Oh, yep, young boy.
Apparently, a NBA young boy concert is the hottest ticket on earth right now. And why is that? I mean, the only thing he's talking about is doing drugs, having sex with women, throwing them away, and murder. Teaching our children to be what they call YNs.
Right.
This are the kind of agendas that's being pushed to the forefront by our oppressor. Any more on that?
So that's it.
No sweat. Let's go back to that video.
I have no other explanation, because the act itself, I mean, the significance of this act, there is no human mind can just absorb.
It's like, sir, can you see that video or no?
I can't.
1 second. Don't know why it's doing that.
I think that might be it on that video. You can go ahead and move on to the next one. So we right now we just covered what happened last week in Israel's newest moves as far as attacking Hamas, even by doing so, attacking a sovereign country that has absolutely nothing to do with the conflict. So we're seeing how far Netanyahu and Mossad will go.
Right.
Now let's get that next video. Now we're gonna move into Gaza itself. Wait, what's this, Rash?
That's not it.
I sent you that.
Yeah. This was next up.
Let me see real fast.
Oh, it's like it.
No, I didn't send you that.
Okay, it's just a random video. I think it's this one right here.
Yep, that's it. So real fast, let me give you a little bit of background information. So currently, Israel, for a long time, they were just bombing the city of Gaza, but now they're actually moving into a ground offensive, meaning that they're sending troops into the city of Gaza to just take it in totality. So now we're gonna watch a video. We're gonna go over a couple of clips, and we're gonna break this whole thing down.
War in Gaza beginning its much anticipated ground offensive into Gaza City. Explosions lighting up the skyline overnight. Gaza is burning. The IDF is striking with an iron fist, said Israel's defense minister. The mission, the Israeli government says, is to root out Hamas's main stronghold. But it's been controversial, with some inside the military and intelligence services.
Raj, now imagine if this was a city that you live in. People live in this city. Civilians, people, not soldiers. I'm talking about just normal, everyday people live in constant fear that a 500 kilogram bomb will just drop out the sky and eradicate them from this earth. What's a precept on this?
Slayers or terrorists shall make him afraid on each side.
No, not specifically pertaining to this. Now, what you could, these World War III videos are perfect teaching tools to show the Bible. So when the Bible talks about a great red dragon, this is what it's talking about. You see that explosion right there?
Right.
A dragon is a beast that flies in the sky and it breathes fire down on the ground. This is why the prophets of old, who never seen a jet before, they never seen a F-35 drop a bomb. The prophets in the Bible couldn't say the F-35 dropped a bomb. They will say a great red dragon. So this is a visual example of what the prophets were seeing in the Bible. Go ahead and play that. Hey, Shalom, Mark.
Full question.
Advising against it. warning that the offensive could endanger Israeli hostages, stretch Israel's military, and incite more criticism of Israel's treatment of Palestinian civilians, according to Israeli media reports. The offensive coming as the U.S. Secretary of State left the country, where he said the White House wants a diplomatic solution.
At some point, Hamas has to be defanged, and we hope it can happen through negotiation. But I think time, unfortunately, is running out.
Israel's new incursion raising fresh fears over the humanitarian crisis, where health officials in Hamas-run Gaza say nearly 65,000 Palestinians have been killed. In a new report today, an independent UN commission said Israel is...
Did you hear that?
That's a lot of people.
65,000 Palestinians have been killed. 65,000. That doesn't happen by accident. You can't kill 65,000 people on accident. Like, brother, we just don't understand how diabolical Esau is. He's waging a war against people that don't have guns in their hand. This is a genocide. It's a literal, by definition, genocide. You can't kill 65,000 people on accident.
Right.
It just doesn't happen. Okay, you having a war, and you might shoot one civilian on accident because they were caught in the crossfire between two opposing forces. Understandable. Things happen in the nature of war, but to kill 65,000 people by no stretch of the imagination, is that an accident? Play some more.
If I may, sir, you see, Americans, white good old Americans think they're at war now because of Charlie Kirk. We're under attack. Red war. They have no idea what is coming toward America.
Brother, and when the Lord comes back, oh my God, the scriptures is just so beautiful. The scriptures are just so beautiful. Like, give the Lord a hand, please. The Lord said that this is the patience of the saints. And it is. We look forward to the day of our vengeance. That's why I'm able to have patience in the face of my enemies, because I know that my King is going to avenge me. My God is going to fight for me. And I know that my people, that we're going to have our day of justice. And the Lord said that this here is the patience of the saints. And it's going to happen. It's going to be a beautiful thing.
Right.
Let's play some more.
Committing genocide in Gaza. Israel's foreign ministry called the report distorted and false.
Pause.
Now, Israel's military...
So people are saying that this is a genocide, and the Israeli government is saying that the reports are distorted and false. How about we say that the reports in Auschwitz was distorted and false? How about we say Anne Frank was distorted and false? How about we say the gas chambers and 6 million Jews dying in World War II was distorted and false? Maybe we should start that campaign. Since you don't care about genocide, you would think that this, out of all the so-called races of people on earth, would understand genocide, right? Because, I mean, for 100 years, we got to hear about the Holocaust. 100 years, we got to hear about anti-Semitism. You would think that they understand genocide and compassion, but they don't. Go ahead.
Terry again telling Palestinians to evacuate the area ahead of ground movements, but many remain, along with Israeli hostages, of whom 20 are thought to remain alive. Last night, hostages' family members protested against the offensive outside Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's residence. This morning, Anat Angrest, whose son Matan remains captive, was still protesting, demanding her son be freed.
Prime Minister Netanyahu, instead of saving our children, is bombing them. He doesn't want negotiation.
Now Israel's military says about...
That's a mother of a Israeli that was taken hostage by Hamas. She knows that her government does not want peace. She knows that her government wants war. and they want war at the extent that they will risk the lives of their hostages of Israel in order to fulfill their lust, in order
Right.
to take every drop of oil underneath the sand of Palestine. And brother, please believe that they're doing this because they know that World War III is something that you just can't shake, is inevitable. They know World War III is going to come, and they're going to need those oil reserves that's underneath the city of Gaza.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we can go ahead and move to the next video. Now, I just want to show some real life examples of what's going on. I want to give you real detail of what's going on in the war at Gaza. Go ahead and play that first one. Ross, you see the people running around?
Yep, running around like ants.
Play it one more time. Ross, how many civilians you think died in that strike?
Ooh, probably about like 150 at least.
Maybe.
Damn.
Let's play the next one.
Good night.
Pull it up on the screen. Don't play it yet. Just pull it up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, look at that city. What do you see?
Desolate. Well, oh, I see a tents. They're living outside.
Right? They're living outside. This is where people live.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that in your mind. This is where civilians live. Play the video. You hear the scream.
Good night.
Play the next one. Oh, brother, this is a ongoing thing. This is a everyday thing of dropping bombs on civilians.
Mm-hmm.
This is how 65,000 people die.
Mm.
Play this one. More tents. Ooh. Them tents got eradicated.
If I may, sir, I'm gonna save it for the last video. I already got see what you got going on.
Go ahead. Let's play it. Now let's see the aftermath of a bomb hitting one of those buildings. Let's see it. This is the aftermath. People in rubble. You gotta dig them out, baby. Ross, now go back to the last video. Let's play the last video one more time.
Oh, you mean the ruins of Gaza City? The
video you played right before this. Let's
play
that.
Before this.
Let's play that. Let's play that one more time.
All right.
Now remember, Ross, these are the people that survived the Holocaust. These are the people that survived Auschwitz and Frank, the gas chambers. The people that you are supposed to feel sorry for. The people of anti-Semitism. Play it. Now play the next video. anti-Semitism. Let's see some anti-Semitism. Rosh, I'm gonna tell you this: propaganda is a hell of a machine.
Mm-hmm.
You've been taught to feel sorry for Jewish people. Meanwhile, Jewish people are stone cold murderers.
Right.
I'm talking about to the tune of 65,000 people. Whew, man, that was a rough one.
Yes, sir. That's rough.
Now, Rash, I mean, what can we tell our people? What can we tell them? This is the beast that you're dealing with. If you think, okay, these aren't slaves like blacks and Hispanics in America.
Mm-hmm.
These are free people.
Mm-hmm.
The Palestinians was a free people. The people in the Middle East, they're not considered slaves like you in America. If you think if they can do that to them, now what the hell do you think they're going to do to you?
Right. So if I may, sir,
go ahead.
You know, it also too. It's a lot of black people don't even know this is even going on. To be real, a lot of
absolutely not.
Right, a lot of our people we just go with the flow. If we hear pray for Paris, we're just gonna pray for Paris. If we hear pray for Kirk, we're gonna pray for Kirk. Free Palestine. That's exactly what we gonna do. But you know what I'm saying? This is why every day we got the War Report, you know what I'm saying, to actually show you, because guaranteed y'all probably more than likely have not seen it was to this gratitude. 65,000 civilians is gone, and meanwhile, nigga, you listen to Young Boy. You know what I'm saying? You're not tuned into any UPK class, so it'd be your best interest to know the hell's going on.
Raj, 65,000 people can't even fit into the United Center.
That's crazy.
I think you 65,000 people. You would need 3 United Centers to fit 65,000 people in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's how many people they murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, it got to be a falling away, and the Lord, I mean, he's showing you.
Right.
Okay, so this was again the Gaza front. We covered the recent reports that's coming out of the Middle East. Israel is moving ground troops into the city of Gaza to further expel the Palestinians out of that land. They're going to take that land for themselves, like they've been wanting to do since the 60s. Since they got there in 1948, they've been wanting to do it forever, but now they actually have the excuse in their mind to do it. So they're going to move on that city, expel out the Palestinians. The Palestinians will probably move into the interiors of Egypt, some other so-called Arabic countries. They're going to move there, displaced all over the place. Israel will take that land for their own. But of course, the greed in Israel, they're going to want more. They're going to want more and more and more. And of course, America is going to back them. And it's just going to be war all over the place. They're getting it on in the Middle East. They're getting it on in Africa. They're getting it on in Europe. They're getting it on in Asia. They're getting it on in South America. Get a Lord a hand.
God.
Giving us patience.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yeah, go ahead.
I gotta add too for our people. Patience ain't just waiting on the white Jesus. Patience is you holding all the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. You doing what God tells you to do. Then before you know it, America gonna be dust.
Hey, damn right. And that's how you do it in that order. Now, the following episode of the War Report, we will be covering Ukraine. Possibly we'll do it Thursday. We gotta see how brother schedules are looking, but I want to do it as soon as possible. So we definitely gonna get that out to y'all. The Ukrainian front, there's a lot going on. Russia is provoking NATO into a further war. Russia is not backing down. They're doing massive war games. Russia and Belarus just commenced a massive war game pretty much showing the West that they're not backing down.
Right.
They launched drones in Poland, which is a NATO country, something that's very provocative. So I would definitely want to dive into that. We're gonna get into that. So until then, stay tuned. With that, I'm gonna say shalom and pass the class over to Priest and Officer Raj Karab.
Sure.